Good morning. We're glad that you're here. Well, today is Donald and I's date day. Sunday's our date day, and we're heading out to do a few things that we decided to do this morning. And we were thinking about how long we've been doing date day. We've been married for 44 years, and Donald started date day as a way for us just to get out and have a day together.
Yeah, have some time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that we could just have something good to hang on to for the week ahead when things got hectic, when we were giving a lot of ourselves. So we thought, well, we've got 5 tips for date day, so let's share those 5 tips with you. And we noticed that date day is really taking off on YouTube, and that's a great thing. We're here to encourage date day and to support it, and to give you 5 tips for date day that might help you on your date day. You may already be married for a long time. You might already have date days and have it all worked out and not even need these tips. But if you do, they're here for you. And maybe they'll encourage you if you've forgotten 1 or 2 of them. Well, our first tip is set aside time for date day. Don't just squeeze it in and say if it works out, it works out, and if it don't, it don't. It's a real commitment to us. We very rarely break date day unless it's something like an emergency or something that's really important. Do we ever give up our date days because they're important to us? So make a commitment to them and say, we're going to have this date day, and maybe it won't even be on the same day every week. Maybe you'll have to fit it in across 2 or 3 days when you can, but just make it important, make it a priority, because that shows the other person they're a priority to you, that you want to take time with them, and you let everything else go and just enjoy date day. We enjoy doing that, don't we, Donald?
Yes, we do.
We don't even have to worry about Sundays because we know that's date day.
Right. Right.
Now, Donald is a busy man. He's got a lot to do, and he's busy all the time. So we do our best to
Set aside some time.
to try to let the busyness go and just be together on date
Whether
day.
the business, the career, or whatever profession you're in, you got to get out of that mindset on your date day and just mellow out a little bit,
Yeah, and take the time to enjoy each other's company. So that's what date day's about. It's just setting aside and going forward and enjoying the day. Number 2 is consider your mate. If they enjoy dressing up, then by all means dress up. We've got people in our family that dress sharp. I'm telling you, when you see them, they all dressed up, especially for date day.
Yeah.
So if your mate enjoys seeing you dressed up, then by all means do that. Sorry, Donald got a phone call. It's pretty serious, so he had to handle that. We had to do the things that we needed to do, and then he had to get back. So he didn't rush through date day or anything, but he had some things he had to handle. So, and that's the way it goes. That's life for us. He gets really busy. He's not here to help me finish date day. He wanted to. We had started a date day video before this one, and we got so tickled we ended up laughing the whole time and didn't get it we didn't get it cut clear out for you. So I'm finishing date day here. The other 4 things that we included, the 5 things, let me turn some light on. I'm going to include the other 5 things, 4 things that make date day. You know, we got a list of 5, and we already said set aside and commit to it. And today we had a challenge with that because we barely got on the way to date day, and we had a couple of things that Donald had to get done. But that's the way it is. That's real life. We did end up finishing date day, and that's all that really matters. Well, number 2 on the list of 5 things of date day is consider your mate. Now, if you enjoy dressing up, then by all means do it. Dress up for each other. We have family members that dress to the nines, and they look good whenever we see them. If we meet them on date day, like sometimes we double date, friends and family, we'll go and meet them and eat somewhere on date day, and that's good too. Donald likes me just like I am. I did a video on that. I don't really fix up a lot for date day. He likes my hair kind of natural, easygoing. He likes me casual dressed, and that's just the way he is. And that's fine with me because that's the way I am too. Now, I do clean up pretty good, and so does he. And sometimes if we clean up and dress up, it's all right. But he never demands that of me. He takes me just like I am, and that's one of the wonderful things about loving your mate. You can, when you listen and somebody listens to you and then accepts you like you are, that's one of the most precious things in our relationship. But if you want to dress up, by all means, if your mate enjoys that and that's the thing y'all like, then do the thing that your mate likes and enjoys to make the most of it. Donald, just so I'm clean and show up, he's happy with me, he loves me, and I love him. So that's how that goes with us, but that don't mean we don't clean up sometimes. I have to make a video of you when we clean up and dress up, and you can make your own opinions of that. But there's a number 3. Number 3 is, we've got a saying in the Appalachians, who wears the breeches in the house? Whoever wears the breeches in the house is who kind of runs the house. Well, that's different in every relationship. Donald wears the breeches in our house. He says he's the head of the house. That's what our religion dictates, that he be the head of our house. And we've been married for 44 years. He is gracious and kind to me and takes very good care of me, so he is not abusive in any way. So I am thankful for that, and he indeed is the head of our house, and he has been since we've been married. That doesn't mean that I'm a doormat. I've been very vocal about some things, especially in my younger years, but Donald is the head of our house, and he is the one that wears the breeches in our house. In our household, he always has. I feel like I have equal say. If I have anything to say, I can let him know, and he takes that into consideration. But in the end, he makes the decisions about our house and about our life, and he is the head of our house. That's the way it may be different in your house, but whoever is the head of the house, on my notes here it says, every once in a while you must compromise for the other one. No matter who wears the breeches and who's the head of the house, you'll find grounds for compromise, and every once in a while you'll have to compromise and allow the other one, just to back off and allow the other one to express themselves and make some decisions. Date day's the same way. Not one partner can dictate what's going to be done every date day. It's kind of a neutral thing. Now, Donald usually has something in mind. He's usually thought about it, and he has something in mind for date day, and it always tickles me to death. Now, I have jumped up in his truck, and he has taken me to my favorite place to eat and taken me to my favorite place to shop. And I enjoy that so much. It just tickles me to death when he does that. And then he has his favorite places that he likes to eat, and when he chooses those, they're fine with me. We really have a good time. He calls it give and take. When he was in the truck and we did the first video, he said it has to be give and take, and he's right. If you've got a taker all the time, it's no fun for the giver, and if the giver has to give all the time, it gets exhausting. So just have give and take with each other. That's our number 2 tip. And our number 3 is be considerate, listen without interrupting, speak without arrogance, remember manners and kindness. Be kind to your mate. I mean, sometimes your mate has fought things that you'll never know about. When they're out working, there's a lot of things that people deal with on a daily basis that just wear you down, that are exhausting. Dealing with the public continually, being out here working and dealing with different things, it's important to have a supportive mate in life. If you're lucky enough to have a supportive mate and to have a happy marriage or a happy situation where there's somebody that loves you and supports you, what a wonderful thing that is. Don't ever take it for granted. We are at the stage where a lot of our friends, one of them face death. I mean, it just happens when you get older. it's happening all around us, especially in the ladies fellowship group that I belong to. I had to quit the ladies fellowship group because my responsibilities grew so that I couldn't manage both, and I've had to quit it for a while. But there's a lot of mates in that fellowship group. A lot of women have lost their husbands, and it's just almost changing into a widowers club. And where there's not loss, there's a lot of sickness. So don't take for granted that you've got a healthy, loving mate today. Honor, cherish your mate. Be kind, use manners. Now, Donald, I try to use my manners always. Thank you. Can you hand me that, please? And my dad said manners are a reflection of who you are. And so just remember that. Donald's a little rougher, a little gruffer in his manners. His family didn't grow up with a lot of manners, but he uses his manners most of the time. He's got kind of a gentle nature, believe it or not. When he wants to have, he's a very much a gentleman, and I love that side of him. As hard as he can be for being in the world, and as hard as he has to be for his job, he's in construction, new maintenance, installation, and different things. He is, he's in a hard career. But he is as much a gentleman as anybody could expect. And Donald is the extrovert of the family. Donald loves to have people around. He loves friends and family, and he is the extrovert. He goes out here. He is a people person. And believe it or not, even though you see me on YouTube and I am talking most of the time when you see my videos, I'm actually an introvert. I love to be at home. I love projects. I love to read books. I'm just really connected to my family and my friends, and I'm not really an extrovert. But YouTube has really helped me in that area. I have become more of an extrovert than I've ever been. So if that tells you anything about our personalities, that's a little tidbit right there. Well, that was number 3. Let's see, our first one was set aside a valuable time, set aside a committed time to have date day. Number 2 is whoever wears the breeches, be considerate of the other one. And number 3 was be considerate, listen without interrupting, speak without arrogance, remember manners and kindness. And number 4 is 2 good forgivers. Let's see. There's supposed to be 5 here. Let me see. Oh, the dressing up. I skipped number 2. Number 1 was set aside time, a committed time for date day. If you're planning on enjoying date day, well, you have to have one to enjoy. Number 2 was consider your mate if they enjoy dressing up and whatever it is that they like to do. If your mate loves to see his woman dressed up, or vice versa, you love to see your man dressed up, then do those things, those special things for each other that they enjoy. I love to see Donald in his new clothes. He doesn't like to buy new clothes. He likes to wear clothes until they wear out. But for birthday, things like that, sometimes I'll buy him new clothes, and I love to see when he puts on his new shirts and his new jeans. So do those things. So number 1 is committing the time. Number 2 is dressing up or taking care to present yourself the way your mate appreciates you. And number 3 is if you're the one wearing the breeches, don't forget to let the other mate help make decisions. Don't bowl all over them and just do it all the time, unless that's something your mate wants. If your mate always wants you to make the decisions, well, then by all means do it. But most of the time, have some input. Let the one who wears the breeches have input, and let the quiet one also have input. Don't cause it give and take. So that's number 3. So number 4 was to be considerate, listen without interrupting, speak without arrogance, and remember manners and kindness. That was number 4. And the last and final one is be 2 good forgivers. That was Donald's last input that he put in on here because that's a must. Now, there's a lot that's happened in 44 years, I was just a young girl when I married Donald. I was 18 years old. Donald was 20. We were young. We made mistakes, have done hurtful things, and we needed forgiveness. So we are two good forgivers. Donald's a better forgiver than I am. I tend to want to hold a grudge a little bit. We called it letting the mud dry growing up. If somebody hurts your feelings, it's okay to let the mud dry a little bit before you jump right into more relationship with them. And so he just, the mud dries as soon as it hits with him. He's forgiving. That's a wonderful way to be. And he is an excellent forgiver, and I am a better forgiver than I was when we first got together. So be two good forgivers. We never go to bed mad. I think I've shared that with y'all before. If we've had any kind of little argument, if he's too sharp with me or I'm too sharp with him, he might be a little sharp with me because he's tired. And when he gets home, he just needs to eat and rest, and maybe even just go and do something that he wants to do. He loves to mow the yard, and he loves to be outside and make sure that everything is fixed up. So I got to give him that little space sometimes when he gets home for him to go on out there and piddle around and do what he wants to do. And date day's no different. I don't rush him on date day. I just give him the time he needs to sleep late or get ready, and that goes a long way. He is also generous with me when I want some downtime or some other things. But we don't go to bed mad or upset with each other. We ask each other's forgiveness, and we tell each other we're sorry. We apologize when we think we've hurt the other one's feelings. We're not slow to ask, have I hurt your feelings today? And he'll say, no, you didn't hurt my feelings. It's fine, honey. Or he'll ask me the same thing, and I'll say no. If he has to handle something a little different than I think that he should, I have to give him grace, and I have to give him forgiveness if he oversteps the bounds. So that's number 5. We love date day. We support it. We think every couple, everybody should have a date day if they've got somebody they love. And if you don't have a mate and you don't have anybody to enjoy date day with, commit to a date day for yourself. Do something good for yourself at least once a week. Set aside some time to do something that you like. And hopefully you've got friends to do things with. And if you don't have friends, then do something special for yourself. And let that be your date day for yourself. This is the date that I'm going to do something good for myself this week, because life can be really hard. If you enjoy tea, or if you enjoy a fancy drink, and you want to just have a drink, be that a delicious coffee at some coffee house or whatever it is, then do something good for yourself. There's nothing wrong with taking a day and being nice and doing something that you want to do all day. Well, we sure do thank you for letting us share with you our date day tips. There's 5 of them that we have. We kind of stick to all the time. Me and Donald was thinking about date day, how much we've enjoyed it, how much we love it. I so am glad that Donald decided to create date day, set aside a little time for me. It makes me feel so special and loved. And then when he's gone all week and the struggles of life, we were pulling at him at his job and his other commitments with his family that he has. I'm not the only person in his life. We have 3 grown children that are married, that we have 6 grandchildren. Sometimes he goes and helps them, or sometimes there's something he has to meet up with and handle. He's got his own set of friends. He loves to fish. He's got his own hobbies and things that he enjoys doing. And I know that, I'm not the only person in his life. Even though I am the one beside of him walking his journey with him, I'm not the only one. So I can't be jealous of the time or resentful or feel any adverse way about it. I have to allow him his life. He allows me mine. And when we come together and have date day, we usually laugh at just crazy things. Sometimes we can laugh the whole date day. And it's such a relief and such a break. Go out and eat together and remember why we are in love, and why we're committed to each other for our lifelong journey as mates, and it's a wonderful thing. I encourage that in anybody. So this is our encouragement for date day. I hope something motivated you. You probably saw things in yourself that you already do this way, and if that's the way it is, then I encourage that. I encourage that right thinking and that good thinking towards each other. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And we'll be back to share some things off and on. And we'll get back to the regular schedule of decorating and lawn and garden and home and garden and all the things that our show includes. We're glad that you joined us today. And like always, until next time. This is my lunch date today. He got chicken Alfredo. Oh my gosh, doesn't that look good? And that's a huge portion too, ain't it?
Yeah, good size portion.
That's a big bowl, but this is mine. I got the taste of Italy. Lasagna, chicken Alfredo, and chicken Parmigiana. And I got salad and Donald got soup.
Soup and salad.
Yeah.
Coffee.
It's date day.
Yeah.
This is my date.
This is the day.
Yeah.